We guarantee you won't find a better price anywhere else. As soon as you make your purchase, you can follow the easy instructions to download your software. You'll be able to immediately start enjoying your new antivirus software in less than 30 minutes. No more waiting or paying for shipping. If you buy online, you can be confident in our safe and secure online transaction system. With consistent 5-star ratings across the board, we at Blue Jade Services believe in providing our customers with what they deserve. Certainty and comfort with their order, exceptional prices, genuine products, and speedy delivery. So, what are you waiting for? Start browsing today at bluejadeservices.com or call us at 470-227-0774 and we'll do our best to help you.
Need to transfer money right away? Get instant, real-time exchange rates, sign up, make a transfer there and then in 3 easy steps. 1. Choose how much to transfer. 2. Choose who to transfer to. 3. Pay and complete your transfer.
Na so jolly for jollof etc. Come hungry, live happy. Egusi, okra, ogbono, ewedu, onubu,
white rice and nata didi, jollof rice, fried rice, eforiro, ohasu, jollof etc. 7 the best of African dishes. We also cater for all events. 7463 Annapolis Road, Hyattsville, Maryland 20784. Call today 301-752-8127.
jollof etc.
Nigerian cuisine.
Come hungry, live happy.
Have you heard about Kesman Exchange? We buy and sell Bitcoin. You can also sell gift cards for us at Kesman Exchange. All at the best rate. We are real agency 24 hours 7 days a week, all transaction under 10 minutes. Easy, safe, fast and reliable. Contact us now on WhatsApp at 0810-328-0712.
Niger Extreme.
Niger Extreme.
Niger Extreme. Niger Extreme blog, the most online visited platform that delivers global news,
Entertainment,
sports,
unique fashion,
and of course,
gossip.
Ah, my sister, you too like Ofofo.
Hey, why I no go like Ofofo?
For your latest news, visit www.nigerextreme.com.
For advert placement and promotion,
Email us at nigerextreme1@gmail.com.
follow us on Facebook and Twitter
At Niger Extreme and Instagram.
at Niger Extreme Fashion.
Don't be the last to find out. Cause Niger Extreme is the bomb. Niger Extreme.
Niger Extreme.
Niger Extreme. Niger Extreme blog, the most online visited platform that delivers global news,
Entertainment,
sports,
unique fashion,
and of course,
gossip.
Ah, my sister, you too like Ofofo.
Hey, why I no go like Ofofo?
For your latest news, visit www.nigerextreme.com.
For advert placement and promotion,
Email us at nigerextreme1@gmail.com.
follow us on Facebook and Twitter
At Niger Extreme and Instagram.
at Niger Extreme Fashion.
Don't be the last to find out. Cause Niger Extreme is the bomb.
Are you an entity looking to make more money? Tweak TFX is looking for local agents all over the world to start making money in 3 easy steps. 1. Get approved and set up your payment account. 2. Add reserve or capital amount. 3. Receive alert and start process transfers. Get paid commission every week with your choice of payment method.
More music from DJ Scott on NinjaExtreme.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
Are you looking for the most trusted name antivirus software but unwilling?
Hello, beautiful viewers at home. Welcome to Nigeria Stream TV. On today's episode of Relationship Matters, I remain Jai, and here with me is my, as usual, beautiful co-host Bisola.
Hi everyone. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us today again.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be another informative session.
Yes.
Just gisting and having a conversation.
Uh-huh.
And as usual, we're looking forward to your comments. We're looking forward to your opinions. You want to let us know what you think about what we're talking about, and always call us out if you don't agree with us, because this is not a show that tells you what to do with your relationship.
Yes, definitely
It's a show
not.
that gives you information about what's going on, what researchers have found out, what psychologists are saying, and just the best practice.
Yeah.
And then it is left to you to make the utmost decision on exactly what you intend to
Yourself.
do.
Yeah, and as you can all see the topic on the screen, types of men to avoid dating. A lot of ladies do not know the kind of men they should actually be dating. You should have a specific kind of men, your type that you think is good for you. And apart from the features you need to look out for in a man, there are some kind of things you need to know about the person you're going to date. The person, look out for those features in the man you
Yes,
will spend your life with.
Yes, to piggyback on what you just said, the topic we're treating today is for people that actually intend to stay in relationship where they're thinking of lasting. They're thinking of, oh, it's probably going to be a forever with this person. They're thinking of, oh, you know what? I want to see my future with this person. This is a
Definitely.
topic where it's not for you if you just want to play around. This topic is not for you if you just think, I just want to have fun. Definitely,
It's not.
people date for different
Reasons, yes.
so if the reason why you're dating is not because, oh, I have an amazing thought about the future with this person, then that's great.
Yeah.
But this one, we're going to be talking about the types of men that you should avoid if you want something
You
lasting.
should never go close to them. In fact, when they come to you, you should pick a razor.
Protect your ears, because
Yeah.
they're not the kind of person
That is good
you
for any lady.
that you want to see a lasting relationship with. They're not the kind of person that it's possible for a future to happen with them. So that's why we're just going to be giving you the list of men, the kind of characters to look out for, and it is your decision
To take it or to leave it.
to take it or to leave it, because we're not imposing on anybody.
No, definitely
So,
not.
David Ellsworth said, men will always like their toys.
Hmm.
It's a woman's job not to be one of them. Men will always like their toys, but it is not. It is a woman's job to not be one of them. You're not a toy for that man. You're not his plaything. You're not his video game. You're not that thing that he just wants to toy around with. So
Definitely
it
not.
is your job not to be one of them. And that's why we're going to be giving you a list of men that you should try to avoid at all costs. We know that the perfect guy does not exist. That's the truth. There is no perfect
Yeah,
person.
no one is perfect 100%. We all have our lapses, and
We do. Nor does the perfect girl. There is no perfect girl anywhere. Oh, she's strong, she's beautiful, she's sexy.
definitely she has her own bad side. She has the other side of herself.
She has her own imperfections, and nobody is perfect. And of course, every guy will have some negative qualities. There are some qualities that you will see and be like, you know what, it's negative, but I can
don't
work
deal-
with this.
Or I don't want to deal with this, or I can actually
I
deal
can
with
make this work. This is
out.
not going to have lasting effect. It's negative, but we can make it work. But there has to be a limit to all these things. There has to be a
Definitely.
limit. And there's some types of men that no woman should bear. You should not stay in that relationship. You should not bear them because you don't have to. There is better out there. There are so many other things you can be doing rather than staying with
Staying with the
this
same person.
and accepting this negativity
From
that is
person.
which is not, it's not.
It's not good.
Exactly. It's not. You don't have to. It's not important. So one of the, we're going to start with the most obvious, and then we'll go.
Which
We'll
is very,
trickle
very
down.
common.
We'll trickle down to You know, the
Other
ones
ones.
that a lot of people don't really see as, oh, really? I should not take that. Yeah. So we're going to start with the most obvious, and then we trickle down. And then we want you to know that by 3, we're going to start taking calls. We're going to start taking your messages. Let us know what you think. You know, give us your opinion. We would like you to tell us the kind of guys that you've dated and what was the deal breaker. We're looking forward to that. Please let us know. Number 1 is the flirt.
That's the biggest of all, you know.
Yes, and I think a lot of people know that, but we choose to just overlook it.
Yes, definitely. That's what I'm about to say. Some people actually sees anyone who is a flirt like it might change. Do you actually think a flirt will ever change?
You know the problem with a flirt? It's good looking.
That is it.
He's charming.
That's why
he
they
knows
run after him.
exactly what to say to make you fall for him.
It has the good words.
Sweet words. Is, you know, for him, it's dating maximum girls. It's not about dating one person. He counts them
as much as he likes,
as much as possible. I dated this person and that person and that. So for him, it's how many. That's the joy. That's the pride. So for this person, you can never know if you're a priority to him.
Never.
You can't,
because he has them a lot.
Exactly.
If you say you're done today, then it picks on the next person.
If you say, oh, if he's free on a Friday night and he calls you,
he said, I'm not available,
and you say you're not available, we have someone else to call.
The next person to cover up is already
yes. There. So to this person, you can never be a priority because there are so many other persons.
Options.
There are so many other options. That's the word. Option A, option B, option C. There are just so many.
Just a lot.
So
a lot
I
of
don't
them.
Understand why you would decide
to stay with such a person.
Stay with a guy like this,
definitely
especially when you're not a priority.
If the person is a flirt during your relationship, when you get married, it's still the same person. It will never change.
The funny thing is, they don't even flirt. Usually, don't even get to that point of marriage because they do it until they're bored. Like they're with you until they get tired. Yeah, they're experimenting with you. Experiment with this person, experiment with that. They have like 10, 20 girls, and until they're bored, and then they move on.
I know some other ladies don't even care. They don't care. They just want to have this thing in their mind that, oh, I dated him, so cute. They want people to see them together.
Because everybody has different reasons for dating. So if you're dating because you know what, it's cute, and I just want him to be on my list of guys that I've dated.
Exactly, that's the word.
Girl,
you're
go for it. That's what you want. But if you're thinking, oh, I want a future, I want to get married,
definitely
that's
not the right person. It's never.
You're just the wrong person because he's counting. He's counting numbers.
It's not done yet.
He's counting how beautiful you are.
The moment you get out of
shape, and he's bored with you.
Yeah. The moment you can give him exactly what he wants anymore, then he just take his leave.
Of course, he takes his heels and he leaves because you're just one out of so many.
Yeah, and some other person too, which is not a good idea to date, is a liar. We have the all kind of men that sugarcoat. They have the right words. They know how to tease you. They know the right thing to say at the right time. They know what to tell you to deceive you as a lady. So when you see a man who has this kind of sweet mouth, that that kind of person is a liar that lies on everything, on different things, on different occasions.
A guy that would lie about his salary.
Exactly.
Lie about his car. About his house,
about his job.
About
his parents. About his relationship.
Liar. You should run away. You cannot say one thing this person has told me is true. Honey, you should leave.
Some guys even lie about their names.
Yes. Their names, who they've been with, what they're doing presently,
everything. They lie about everything.
And sometimes you begin to ask yourself, what's the point? Why are you lying to me? You say you love me, right? You say you want to be with me, right? And everything you've said to me so far has been lies. Like,
that's so serious.
Exactly. And these are things that people don't look out for. And it's like, yeah, maybe he has his reason for lying. Why can't he say the truth?
Not that he has actually said the truth for once or twice. everything he says, like all these G guys or whoever they call themselves, they have a way of telling lies. They don't disclose their real identity to
Why?
anyone.
And if you,
Even
if
to the
you,
girl.
so okay, now I get that this is a profession that you've chosen and this is what you've decided to do with your life. That's your problem. But if you're going to get into a relationship with someone else's
yeah.
daughter, someone that you have
You
decided
claim
that
you love.
you claim to love, why are you lying to them? Why not tell this person, this is it, this is what I do, this is how I do it?
If she can cope, she
She
stays.
says if not, she'll leave.
She'll leave.
You know,
She'll
a lot
take
of
her
people paint all of this rosy pictures because they want you to see them in a certain light. They want you to think they're perfect. They want you to think they're awesome. And it's a lie. So what's the point? You should not. If you find out that this person is like this, the best thing for you is to take your leave.
Yeah.
Because honestly, honey, that's the kind of basis that he's having for you. That's the kind of relationship that
It
he's
will definitely
started.
continue if the relationship goes beyond dating.
Yes.
It can never change.
Yes. Another person that you should be very, very, very careful for and of is an obsessed person, an obsessed guy. You know, it's usually romantic at first. He calls you, texts you, what
You
are
would
you
think it's
doing?
romantic.
How are you doing it? What is this? Who is that person? Who you're talking to? You know, and it's like, oh,
It's
he
so caring.
cares. It's so caring. And then he becomes obsessed. He wants to talk to you all day.
He wants to know
You're
what you
at work,
where you are.
and he's calling you like, hey, I can't pick calls. I'm at work. Like my phone, I'm not supposed to have my phone with me. So I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, so there's someone at your work
You're
that's
seeing
getting
someone.
your attention.
Yeah.
Like, shut
That's,
up, woman.
that's the word.
And they want to talk to you all day, every day. If you don't meet up with him, he'll show up at your workplace. And you know,
Unaware.
he's not telling you, he just comes and he's like, I'm here. And you're like, okay.
I was just passing. I said, let me dash to your office. And
Every
just
day.
like, every day.
And then he questions your every move.
Yeah, they
Who's
will
that
definitely find
person?
something to say.
He wants to know everything. Everything. And this is not in a romantic way. This is not in a good way. He's just so obsessed with you. This guy does not know how to give you space or respect your life or your privacy. He doesn't think you should have a personal life. He thinks everything has to, you have to run it by me. He's obsessed with you. Sharing is good. It's good to share with this person, talk to this person about stuff. But when it becomes obsessive, it becomes, it has to happen.
That
You
has
have to
gone
do it.
beyond the love and caring part.
And then it starts to tell you where to go, how to go about
Start
it,
dictating to you.
who your friends is.
You start looking at your phone, peeping into your
Yes.
privacy, and start doing all sorts.
You want all your
things.
passwords. I want the password to your phone.
It
I want the password to this.
starts stalking
to-
you. That's just the word. It stalks you.
And obsession is not cute. Obsession
Right.
is not nice. It might be romantic at first, it might be cute at first, but the truth is, it's better for you to leave before it becomes a burden. There's
it's too
nothing
late
you can do about it anymore.
anymore.
It's late. You just don't have a choice because now you're an it, and I want your phone. I want your password. You change your password
And
again.
you know
I want this, I want that.
this word they usually say. They say, I'm being caring. I love you. I don't want anything to happen to you.
That's why you're checking my phone and you're tracking me.
You know,
People, there are guys that will put tracking devices on their girlfriend's phone.
Definitely.
and
Or
track
they
them.
have this kind of app that, when you're picking the call, they can also pick up the call and hear your conversation. I've seen that before. There's this app that you can record conversations on someone's phone. Yeah, you can do that. You can record their conversations. You can divert their calls to your phone and do a lot of stuff. Those kind of obsessed guys, they can go at any length to do anything.
That is horrible.
It's very
If
horrible.
you're with a guy like that, it's not a healthy relationship for you. You should not be with a guy that is constantly obsessed with you, that is constantly at your neck. Is that this has to happen? It has to happen. You must do it this way. You have to do it this way. That's not good for you.
At all. That's not good.
Another kind of guy that you should avoid. I have told this to people that listen to me. On my show, I used to write on Facebook and all of that, and I tell them you should run away from your mama's boy. And people are like, well, what do you mean by mama's boy? It is sweet. It is honestly sweet, and it's very great. The guy loves his mother. He takes care of his mom.
There's difference
listens to
between
his
loving
mom.
your mother and being mama's boy. you
now,
different.
that's the problem. Some girls do not know. They think, oh, well, he just loves his mother as a mama's, but no, he can love his mother, respect his mother, and that can have nothing to do with your relationship with him. But if every time he has to call his mom to ask for advice about you too, he talks his mom to report you. He wants to make a decision, he has to run it by his mom,
and the mom tells him all he has to do.
And he follows it step by step because he doesn't have the mind of his own. Honey, you don't want to have to deal with that because trust me, you're going to be the third wheel in your relationship. It's going to be like he's in love with his mother and you're the third person.
Mother first, then before you. That's how it is. Anyone that is a mama's boy, definitely they can't take decisions on their own.
Yes, when a guy has to ask his mom what he wants to wear, like, mommy,
do you think this is good?
Mommy, do you like really? You can't think on your own?
Or every weekend he runs to his mom. So
yes,
I'm going to see my mom. I'm going to see my mom for the weekend.
And I don't, you want to see your mom. You want to talk to him. It's awesome. It's sweet. You're nice to your mom. Your mom is awesome. She's a great person. But when you have to run every decision by her, then there's a problem.
If you date such person or stay with such person, then the mother will be the one taking decisions.
Yes, making the decisions, and you don't have a say because again,
before he buys you cars, before you do anything for you, you have to take permission from the mother. Mom. That's just it. That's how it is.
That sad?
It is. It is.
Some ladies will stick through it all because when.
No, she would definitely get tired when they get into marriage. When they get to the stage of
that's
marriage,
what we're
she will
saying.
get tired.
It's better not to get to marriage to know that you're already in soup. Because
before it gets to marriage,
you're trying to have a baby. Both of you are trying to get pregnant or something, and he still has to talk to his mom. Do you think we're ready to have kids now? Mom, do you think we're ready to buy a car? Mom, do you think we're ready to have a house? And he's like, honey.
Someone said it's called call recorder.
Oh,
you put it on the phone. Yeah, just love it. You're right. They call it call recorder.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
And he has to just run everything by his mom. You're there and you're thinking to yourself, you don't even have a say in your home, and everything has to do with we support his mom against you every. It's not that you should get in an altercation with your mother.
So let's tell our viewers that is this topic coming up very soon. That should mother-in-laws be allowed in your marriage? I think in in that topic, when we're treating that topic, this kind of thing we are talking about, mommy's boy, can come in that topic because mommy's boy, mother-in-law or in-laws or wherever, they kind of go together. When they are in your house, they take decision for you. They say, oh, what you're doing till then first. Just look out for that day that we're talking about that. And another thing again is Mr. Excuses. Mr. Excuses. He has excuse for everything, for all his mistakes, errors, and everything. He already made excuse. When you do anything and you kind of try to correct him, and he already has what to tell you. Give excuse, a cute one. Such kind of people. I don't know what to call them. They already have it at hand.
That would go well with a liar because he just has something to say.
He always has a word to defend their actions.
That's sad.
That's very sad.
And some people
they don't take to corrections. Even when you're wrong. There are some men that has this ego. Even when they are wrong, they still go ahead and still act like they are not wrong. There are men like that. Of course,
it's an ego thing. It's most men.
Instead of them to accept,
break them down.
Why are men like that? All the men on the show, please can you tell us the reason why it's like that? That even when they know that they are wrong, they've done something wrong, instead of you to apologize or come politely or let it out that, oh, I'm sorry I did this, then it's very difficult, and the ego, the pride still comes in, and they give excuses. This is part of the Mr. Excuses we're talking about.
That is crazy. Always giving excuses, and you come and it's always something. Something is just wrong all the time, and it's like you cannot win with this person.
That is it. You can never win.
You should take to your heels because that's how he's going to continue to do. Give excuses until he's tired of you.
And when
Another
they come
one-
back late from work, they give excuses why they are late.
An excuse that you should have given before come late.
So I've even called on phone and
then-
said, "Oh, I'm running late. This blah
But
blah
they
blah."
won't because,
They won't.
you know, it's always, I should always have my way. Another one is commitment phobic. These are people that are scared of commitment. This type of guys are found in abundance. They will hang out with you, spend money on you, they would bang you, but it will not commit to you. And every time you try to bring it up, what is wrong with you? Why can't you be
why
committed
is
to
it like
this?
this?
Why can't it just be only me? Why can't it be this? He'll go ahead and give you excuses.
That's it.
About, oh, my heart was broken by this girl that I really
So
liked.
I did not want
and,
that
you
to
know,
happen
right now
anymore.
I'm trying to take my time. Honey, how long are you going to take your time?
It's gonna take all years, ages.
Is it going to take you forever to make up your mind? When you're with a guy that constantly is scared of commitment, honey, you should not remain because he's just going to keep you there, keep you at a spot, and that's what
it's
is
never ready to take the next step.
Yes. And he'll tell you, oh, I had a disturbed childhood, and he's going to open up his vulnerabilities to you, but he's never going to commit to you. Don't waste your time. Unless if that's what unless if you're just in a phase where you're having fun too. And you're just playing around and you're like, okay, let's just play. But if you're ready, you want assurance, you want trust, you want love
be
from
able
him.
to go extra miles, to commit.
Yes. And if he's not ready to do that, don't waste your time.
Because such person can't even go extra miles for you in the marriage, in the relationship.
Yes,
He
it
can
won't
never.
because he's scared of commitment. And even if you're forcing, because I've seen ladies that have eventually, forced their guys with kids and then get pregnant for him, and you need to have a child with me, and now that we're pregnant, we shall get married. It's still not going to be committed to you in the marriage. Because even with the fact that you have kids to him, it's always going, I can't love you the right way. It's not his fault. He just can't. Because according to Peter said, something is eating and something is eating. Because that's the truth. And he hasn't worked in them, and you're just going to be a stepping stone for him. You should not waste your time
on that.
Yeah,
on such
don't waste your time
person.
with a guy that is not going to commit to you.
And again, another person, the kind of person not to ever date is a married man.
Oh, yes.
He already has a family. He already has kids. And you go ahead and date such person. What are you expecting?
No, he's going to leave his wife for me. He's going to leave his kids for
And-
me. I'm the best person.
Oh.
And then they'll tell you, if I wish I had met you before I met my wife.
Wife. For real?
Like, man.
Really?
Come on.
Okay, let me remind you this. You do that to a married woman, right? Someone out there is going to do that to you when you're married. That's one thing that always ring in my head then when I was still single. When any married man talks to me, like, I was like, can you take that money
Karma
to
is
go
gone.
take care of your wife?
I know, right?
Because definitely, if I get married, someone out there will marry my husband too. It's karma. What goes around comes around. Definitely,
That's the truth.
it will.
That's the truth. That's the sad truth.
That's what they don't know about.
Social media and the present situation has corrupted our mind so much that we think, you know what? He's really going to leave his wife for me. That's how dumb.
Really?
And these married men are the nicest. They will
They
spoil
know
you
how to
with
take care
things.
of you because they've been in that
And girls
situation
will
before.
tell you,
It's so good. It's
it's
caring.
amazing.
You know, actually, some ladies do say they would rather prefer to date a married man than young guy. Because they know, in quotes, they know how to take care of ladies.
And then
They know the right word, the right time.
Do you want to get married? No, that's the question I usually ask them. We say, married men are the best. They know how to take care of their women. They know what to do. They know how to do it. And I'm like, are you sure you want to get married?
She's not ready.
Because if you want to get married, honey, wait patiently.
For your turn.
You see that lady that is going to steal your husband? She's probably still in elementary school.
Oh,
waiting.
that is it.
You want to steal somebody's husband and you're thinking, oh, it's going to be well.
I don't even know how on earth they will have the mind to do that, and they still feel free and no conscience.
He sleeps with you. You do all of that, and then it goes back to his wife and
Wife.
his kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't even call him when he's at home because he's
That
with
is
his
it.
wife and
Because
kids.
because you are just a boy. He
Yeah.
respects the wife. He will
Even if he doesn't
definitely,
respect
even
his wife, he's not going to pick her up.
oh, he
Call
will
him, the person
definitely
is
say,
his
"Don't
woman.
call me. I'm home. Don't text me. I'll call you." What does that signify? What is that telling you? It's telling you that you are just a toy. He has a wife and kids.
And even if this
That means you are not presentable.
And even if this so-called married guy has issues in his marriage and all of that, it is not your place to make it easy for him to walk out of his marriage. It's not. It is not your place. You should not put yourself in that position. And it is unfair. We have not said don't marry a divorced person. That's good.
That's even another
Yeah,
thing.
that's
A
a different
divorced
case.
person is a
But
different
if
case.
this person is married, honey, that is utterly, it's a utter tremendous.
What
no.
goes around definitely comes
What
around.
goes
Yours
around
is
comes
preparing,
around.
like you said. The girl that will snatch your man
She's
is still in elementary school,
waiting and preparing,
waiting
to come and
patiently.
steal your
And what would you say?
well, nothing, because you've done it, because you did it, and when it comes, you're going
Just
to
take
receive
it.
it as well. Another kind of man to avoid is a narcissist. I know, right? And let me tell you who a narcissist is. A narcissist is someone that thinks your life is better because of me. You are where you are today because of me.
Wow.
You cannot be anything if I'm
Without
not there.
me.
So these kind of guys are probably good looking or even okay looking. It's probably not that, it's probably not Mr. Handsome. But he's okay. He's okay looking. But according to him, he's the most handsome guy in the world. He looks at himself in the mirror and is thinking, I am cute. I see my biceps. To him, he's the best thing that has ever happened to you. You cannot say otherwise. You cannot think otherwise. It will take more time than you to get ready. If both of you are going out. He will use plethora of beauty products to maintain his dashing looks.
That's good. That's
and he
right.
will never take criticism about his appearance.
Yeah.
He will never
He
take
believes
criticism
everything is good about him.
Yes. And even when he's fighting you, he thinks I have the right. Who are you?
Who are you to
Narcissists
talk
are the
to
kind
me?
of people that will say, "Oh, the sun is bright today because I woke up." You see? Like the sun would not be bright if they didn't wake up. So he thinks your life would be nothing if he's not there. You should not stay with a guy like that. Because
Definitely
he doesn't
you
respect you.
yeah,
He doesn't think you're worth
respect
it. He thinks he's all high and mighty.
When
And
it's
if
not
you
God,
let him,
it's not God.
ooh, he thinks he is your God. He thinks he's your God. He thinks without him, come on, you can't be anywhere if not for me, your life.
If I didn't give you money to go to school, or any man that talks about what they've done to you and brag about it.
It's a different case when they try to, use it against you. Like, I did that for you. I did this for you. It's men using, most of the men, American men generally, when they try to remind you of the things they've done for you. Like, I did this for you, and I did that for you. Thank you. We know. Can we move on? You don't have to remind you. You don't have to. And if he's reminding you when he doesn't have to remind you, then you should watch out for it, because there's no point.
Also, any man that compares you to their exes constantly on different occasions, and they were like, if it was Dominic, if it was Sandra, she wouldn't do this. If it was Rebecca, she wouldn't do this. Such person would definitely do something that will hurt you in future, because any step you take, anything you do, they tend to compare you, and which is not good. You don't compare. You can only help them to meet your standard, what you actually want in them. But when it gets to a stage of you comparing them to your exes, that really hurts. It hurts.
It does.
So
it does. A guy that constantly compares you. I know the list is long, but it just gives you perception. It helps you know the kind of men you should hang out with and the kind of men you should not hang out with. Another one is needy guys. Is needy. He would show up on every date with flowers, text you in the morning, text you at night, gifts, give you all of
But
that.
really,
but
is
it
that
is clingy.
that's it? Because
That's
I'm
why-
like,
that's
there's
where
nothing bad
Oh
in.
no, there's nothing bad in showing up at every date with flowers, and unless I'm like,
I even
stop
want more
bringing
gifts.
flowers. Oh no, if you give me too much flowers, I don't want.
Not
thank you.
flower,
I
give
don't-
flower. Do I want to eat it?
Oh my god, you're so much. And and he comes around and he brings all of this stuff, and it's all Mr. Perfect. But it's so clingy. He's insecure. He needs you to constantly tell him he's the only person in your life. He needs you. Every time
And
he wants you to.
He keeps asking you, who talked to you today at work? Did anyone ask you out? Did you see
are you
anyone
talking to
who
about?
looked at you badly? Who did this to you?
He's just always. He's the kind of man that you will call you 24/7. He just wants. Oh, I sent you a message 2 seconds ago. You haven't responded.
Or a kind of man you met yesterday and today is quickly asking you for marriage. You just met less than 2 weeks and it's like, let's get married quickly. Something is fishing.
Just like Peter said, just remember. He
Something
said
is
something
hidden.
is hidden. Something is
Yeah.
hidden. If it's always in your business, no personal space. That is one thing that you need to understand. When this person is not giving you personal space,
Yeah.
you need to find out what's going on.
Rushing you like, is he Usain Bolt? Rushing you into marriage, rushing you into relationship. Yes, I can't do that. I want you to quickly
Let's
pack
do
him,
this.
move
Oh, yeah,
into
yeah,
my
yeah,
house.
do.
Let's
Let's start to live together. This
beware.
fast.
Just watch very well. Use a 3D camera, like I used to say.
If you don't want to leave, try to be a detective and try to figure out exactly what's going on.
What's going on with this guy?
Another one to avoid is the one who's never around. He's never around. You are. It's like you're dating yourself. You have to wait
You're
for
all by
you
yourself.
send him a message. It probably takes 20 hours to respond.
And all the excuses he gives it, I'm very busy.
You call, he
I'm
never
very
picks up
busy.
your phone. He calls back when he pleases. He does what he wants to
Definitely,
do.
he doesn't regard you.
He doesn't respect you. He doesn't. He's never around. And you want something, you want to be able to know who you're with. If someone is not around, someone is constantly out of the way, you call them, they don't pick your call, you text them, they don't respond, and then they just show up at your door maybe 2 weeks after. Hey, like, no call, no show.
What kind
For
of
2
relationship
weeks,
is that?
and we're supposed to be in a relationship. How do I know you? And it's not like you have a new reason. It's not like you're a business person that's always traveling. It's not like you're a business person or but someone that just thinks they can just come and go when like.
Lizzie George says, if someone is busy, we should learn to respect that.
So what is our definition of busy?
Does it mean busy throughout the day, 24 hours?
Or do you mean busy 7 days a week?
Busy, like you see my call 7 a.m. in the morning, you didn't return the call. 11 p.m. you still did not return my call. The next day you still did not return. What kind
And
of
we're in a
busy that-
relationship.
And we are in a relationship.
We are dating.
How do I know
You
if
did
anything
not-
happened to you?
How would I know? How do I don't even know what you do. And you are never around. You take everything for granted.
That is it.
I text you and you don't respond to my text, and I call you and you don't, and you
did
just
not
show
pick
up at my door.
Or when you even pick up the call, the way you talk to me, don't you know I'm busy? What kind of busy is that? That I'm in a relationship with you, and we cannot even talk. No intimacy. No.
Yes,
how
and
do
he
I
wants
call that?
everything to be according to his own plans. And when you're like, can we a little bit, he overreacts.
Yeah, they have the kind of attitude like
There
they
are men like
react
that.
so
Lizzie
fast.
said that's not possible. Lizzie, there are men like
Lizzie,
that.
you can call in if you want to defend that. If it's not possible, you
Let
can
us
call
know
us in.
why you think it's not possible.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, there are men that are just not around. And they can be around.
And do you even know they are not around and they can still be so bossy?
Yes, and they're the most bossy kind of guys.
They are
Because
so
it's like,
bossy.
I'm making my, and this kind of guys, they tend to overcompensate because they're not around. They would send you money. They would,
They think
load
everything
your
is
account.
money.
And yes, and because of that, they look for other ways to compensate and they do overcompensate, and they automatically think you don't have a voice. You can't have a voice
They'll
because
say, after all, I give you all you need.
yeah. So what's your problem? else you want? What's wrong with you women?
And they are the kind of guy that stalks you. They are bossy. They I don't even know how to classify that because they have all kind of attitude. Those kind of men.
Listen,
If something like that happens in any relationship, the lady should jackpot. That is it. The lady should
because
not
the
take a
truth
raise.
is, yeah, because the truth is, he's never going to be there for you. Never going to be there.
When
And
you
try
needed
to make him
someone.
see it,
When you needed someone to talk to, is not there. You don't know what is wrong with him. You don't know how he's feeling. No communication.
nothing, and he does what he wants, and that's what gets me, and it makes me so mad that you do what you want to do. It's a relationship, two people. It's not just you. So the fact that you have money and you make good with your life and you have all this
That
businesses
doesn't
that
mean you
you
should
do,
control me.
you
Or
cannot impose that on that person that you're dating because, honey, it's a relationship. You're supposed to have a conversation about it. If you're not always around, we need to understand where you are. I need to know what's going on with you. I need to know you're at a conference. I need to
Because-
know you're at a business place. I need to know you're out of town.
people know you are in a relationship. If
Yes.
anything happens to you, you'll
They
be the
come to
first
you.
person they come to.
Then you're never around, and then you come and you're like, why are you so overreacting? Why are you so emotional? Shut up.
You
Like,
in control. You
and
are
you're
the
trying to
control
boss
freak.
this person around. You're trying to control them. You should leave such a relationship. Because the truth is, it's not going to end well.
And another kind of man
It's not
is
going to end
alcoholic men. Those that drinks too much. Those, there is this saying in Africa that if you want to know the truth, you can only get the truth from drunkard. Because when they are drunk, they tend to tell you everything that
I
happens.
don't know how accurate that is, though.
Because
but-
they will start ranting and the mouth uncontrollably. That is how it is. When they are drunk, they just start talking. Yeah, I slept with the prostitute. You get the truth from a drunkard. Yeah, because they will tell you even what you do not know. They will tell you story and start talking. You haven't seen a
Oh, I
drunk
have.
person
I
that
have.
talks too much.
I've seen a
They
drunk
talk a lot.
But there are drunkards that are very, very, very solid.
That
They are
is-
they are the most comport kind of men.
in that kind of scenario, because we have different kind of
We have different
drunkard.
kinds of
Some will be so dull and will be looking
Yeah,
at you
like
and
yeah.
like why some when they are drunk, oh my god, they will talk and talk and talk and they will talk what they are not supposed to talk about. And when they are drunk, they misbehave. At that moment they can hurt you. At that moment they can do anything,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
true.
will
Some
tell
people
you
get aggressive
they are
when they're
under
drunk.
influence, alcohol influence.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
when you have someone who is a drunkard, then you better
You
shine
put
your
yourself
eye
at risk.
at risk
Because the
danger.
truth is, you don't know the kind of person this individual is going to become when they're drunk.
Because
So-
it's a different person entirely.
So when this person gets drunk and they begin to act out and
They
they begin
act
to do all
funny.
kinds of crazy things, you put yourself at risk.
You're at risk, serious risk.
You do. And especially if this person, now we're not saying you cannot help them. Say this person is willing to change. This person is willing to, seek help and get out of the addiction of alcohol or whatever they're addicted to. If you think you have to guide them and help them and, provide that for them, that's on
good.
you. But if this person doesn't think they have a problem, they don't think, you tell them they're drunk and they're like, yeah, it happens once in a while.
Oh, am I too young to drink?
Oh,
to
what's your
drink?
problem?
Am I
I'm
too-
grown. I'm grown. I can drink. if I
And
want.
for crying out sake, you are drunk and you're messing around, falling into the gutter, and
Making a fool of
making
yourself
fool of
in your
yourself
relationship and whoever you-
disgracing your spouse, your family.
Horrible.
Then definitely, there are some kind of people that even when they get their salary, that's when the spirits abide on them.
Don't let us in the spirit about. Let's say when they get their salary, that's when they remember that they want to drink. When they are broke, no money.
When they are broke, they will not remember to drink. But when they have salary, that's when I have arrived. And they will drink and drink and drink and drink their
Whoa.
senses.
Sad, it really
A lot of
is.
stuff's happening
Sad.
though.
And one last thing to avoid. One on my list is a cheater. And I know that this is a very sensitive topic, because a lot of people think, I can change him. And the society has been so degraded. It's been so degraded, Jai, that it's so sad. I saw something recently on Instagram, and this girl was just going, well, she's African American. If you're married to a man and he has a side chick, you don't have to bother yourself about it. Can you give him all he wants? That side chick is the one that's helping your marriage stay stable. Sex 24/7. Can you give him that? This person is going to do that, and this person is helping you. And I'm like,
you're serious? This is the way I'm looking at you,
girl. I was like, is this the standard? Like, is this how low that we have dropped as women? That now is so. If my husband wants to marry 4 wives, then I could go and become a Muslim now. I know that men along with. It's so crazy. Standard that we've dropped to that now we allow our men to go out there and be with other women,
and you see nothing bad in that.
We think it's okay. Like,
that's serious.
That is sad. I was looking at it and I'm not even gonna comment. I just walk past because it's so sad.
So annoying.
That's the standard that we've brought to the table, and that is how accepting we are of this man's action. And that is why if that guy is a serial cheater, should not be with him.
Because and this is not a situation whereby he started cheating after you guys are together or after you married. Because if he started cheating after you guys are together, I would say maybe probably there's something you're doing wrong.
Maybe there's something you both need to work on. Maybe there's a conversation. But then before he did that, he goes out to cheat on you. Both of you are supposed to have a conversation, talk about it. Like, there is
problem. There is even some of them that they will even say to your face, like, well, whatever you want to do, you can do that. I can date as much as I like, and even brag about it.
Girlfriends,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, they'll tell you, you know what? They're just helping you. You know you're my own girl. It's just you. It's
you're number one. Other people, they are just, and he's still saying that to you, and like, I'm number one on the list. No, you can't. Really? And you are aware he's cheating,
and you're comfortable. You are comfortable with it. It's crazy. But that's the truth. That's what people have resorted to. That's what people have decided to hang on to. And there's this craziness going on. There's this cheating going on, and you just accept it.
No, that's so
if he's a cheater, he has cheated in the past, and he will cheat in the future. People say that.
Definitely.
People change.
If
people change, and there are different reasons why people do change.
People do change if
they're remorseful about it.
That's number one. Or if they change their ways and repent, there's probability of not going back into the cheating attitude. But if this person is not a born again, or you didn't see this, this says I've changed. Definitely, he hasn't seen something that would trigger him to make him go back.
I want to say this, and I'm not in support of cheating. I am not. It's bad, it's horrible, and it hurts people. But you know that there are guys, and I'm saying this because I've met guys that have decided to cheat on their partners because the partner is doing exactly the same thing. Like, they've constantly caught who they're with someone else as a guy. And they're like, you know what? I love this person. I don't want this person to go. But if both of us are going to remain together, I need someone else.
Imagine.
Yes, and we're both together, and we're both cheating.
Or they are retaliating.
Or they're retaliating to what someone else have done. So it's people cheat for different reasons. But if this person is not remorseful and they're not saying, I am sorry, you know what, this is not going to happen again. This is why this happened. I was vulnerable. This is not. Take to your heels and run away.
Lizzie says, people hide themselves a lot when in a relationship, so it takes the grace of God.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
That's why there are some signs, Lizzie. There are some signs you see in your spouse or whoever you are having a relationship with. If you decide not to if you decide to act like you are not saying it, that's when you can't see the hidden part of it. Definitely they can't hide it for too long.
As a cheater, let me tell you one of the things to look out for. Both of you're a beautiful woman. Both of you are together. You're probably on a date, and he's checking out every woman that passes.
Ooh, look at that ass.
That is hot.
She's cute.
And he's flirting.
You
with
guys
the
are
waiter.
driving and it's
That is
like looking like this,
that is disrespectful.
or he's hiding his phone from you. Like when he's receiving a call, he says, please, he steps out. He's not allowing you to hear the
And every time
conversation.
you tell him, like, what are you doing? You're checking out that girl. Like, I'm sitting right beside you. That's
I'm just appreciating her.
yes. And he's, some guys don't even know they're doing it. There are men that don't know they're doing it. And when you, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was just a lot.
That's
And that is-
disrespectful.
it is
Doesn't mean I'm not
disrespectful.
pretty.
No, it's just his eyes wandered because Abby was wearing one hot mini skirt, and maybe
Okay.
even as a girl, sometimes you see some girls and be like, "What the like?
Okay.
Did you leave the house like this?
Like
Who's
this.
your mama?" Like
This is what I used
know.
to tell such kind of men. I would like, if this is what you want in your girl, and she doesn't have it, and this is what attracts you to
Why don't
order,
go to
go
that,
there
go
and get it,
that one
and
rather
get
than
it, and just give
holding
it to
that
her.
poor girl hostage. And
If you know you like anyone on miniskirts, get your girl a miniskirt and say, this is what I want, so that I won't look out. You know, if you like kind of haircuts and you kind of, can you please cut down your hair? This is what makes me, this is what I like to see in the lady. So in order for you not to cheat us, or I don't know, someone said so-called Kamlesh Kumar, she said so-called. That is it, because a lot of men out there, they cheat and they still kind of form like they are not cheating. They are actually.
Even the Bible said if you look at another woman to lust after her, you've committed sin. You've
That is
committed
it.
fornication in your mind. Like you look at another woman, you have committed fornication. That's what the Bible said. So
And even a girl that looks at the one to see the six pack, you have committed a sin too. Let me do like this one, like you have committed.
you committed fornication, and that's what the Bible says. And I'm just being funny, but that's true. So even if the Bible can say that, and there are so many things in our society today, and so many, it's out there, and people are becoming vulnerable to all of these things. Nonetheless, we need to see the signs.
Yeah, there
We
is
need to
always
see
the
them,
sign.
and we need
We just
to
tend to
take to our
overlook it.
heels.
We overlook the signs. There are definitely signs to look out for.
They
in
are.
any man, cheater, liar,
commitment
anyone,
phobic,
all of them.
the
they all have
mama's
the signs.
boy.
That is it. When your mama's boy is telling you that
the guy never
I
pays,
have,
you go on a date and he never pays. And it's not even going to, and it's not even that both of you share. All the time you are the one paying. You as a woman, and you go on a date together, and you always
I don't
have an
have- I don't
excuse.
have.
Oh, I forgot my wallet at home. Oh, yeah. Every time something is wrong with him, his finances, and you have to pay. Honey, you're going to continue. When you have kids with him, you'll be the one taking care of your kids. When you get married, you'll be the one to pay for the wedding, because honey, he's not ready. He's a stingy person, and that's how he's going to be for a long time. He's going to hoard these things, keep his money to
Even
himself.
when they have it,
Even
to
when they
keep
have it,
himself.
he's never going to pay, because that's just who he is. And unless you're ready to take on responsibilities in your
And
home
stand on your
for the
feet.
rest of your life, you better let him know that, honey, I'm not going to take this. We need to do this, or you take to your feet and you run away, because you're going to continue. That is why
Continue.
there are women that are married today, and for the rest of their life, they
They carry the
constantly
load
of the family. Because
yeah.
the man he's never going to pay for that, and he doesn't see anything. They can be sweet, they can be honest, they might not cheat on you, they might not do anything, but they are never going to pay for anything.
They are not going to take their responsibilities
They don't think
as the head of the family.
No, they don't think they
as
have
the
to.
father of the house.
They don't think they have
You
to,
know.
and you are the one that's constantly do it. So you better quickly ask yourself if that's what you want to
If
do.
you want to continue with
that's-
that,
that's
if that
who
is the
you want
kind
to
of
be
life
with,
you want to live,
then that's
it's
your
left
choice.
to you.
And lastly, before we go, we've talked about all of this kind of guys, the narcissist and the rebound guy, and the
Those who
the
compares
sex
you with the
ones,
ex,
and the ones that's comparing you
mama's
with the ex.
boy.
We've talked about all these kind of guys, but you know that it's your responsibility. It is your relationship. It's what you want. If you're fine
You
with the guy
decide.
that cheats, be
That's
my
a
guest.
cross, you got to bear it.
It's what you want. And the truth is, there is always going to be a better guy out there. That's the truth. There's going to be a better guy out there. There's going to be a better person out there. Don't settle because you think, I'm growing old. I'm 30, I'm 36, I'm 39. Oh, I'm 40. Oh, I need to get married. I need to settle down. I want to have kids. It's understandable. The society can pressure us a lot. But the truth is, if you're patient enough, you put in all the work you need to put in, you believe in God, you have faith,
and you're prayerful, definitely you will get yours. You get what does to you.
You will get what is really yours, the best for you. It's not good to keep wasting your time. You be with any one of them,
because even if
some of them
you
don't
force
even get
yourself to go along with those kind of guys, definitely it will lead to divorce. Because if you cannot bear it, so it's better to be single than to be divorced. That's what people say.
It's better to remain single
than to be divorced.
It's not even divorce, because divorce is still even better because you're getting yourself out of it. But when you're already in a marriage that you cannot leave because you now have so many commitments, you have kids, you have joint accounts together, you have so many things,
and you have a lot of stuff which can't allow you to
that you can't just leave the marriage anymore. It's your cross. You're going to have to bear it. There are still good, honest, smart, ambitious, hardworking, and socially as well as mentally stable guys out there.
A lot. You still have a lot. Just to be patient and just pick the right one.
It might take time, but the good one happen.
But with God on your side and with prayer, everything will work out well. You know, everyone wants good spouse, good boyfriend. We do want that. So, and we can't just do that on our own without the help of God. So everything still boils down on God and pray. That's just it. So,
and how much work you're ready to do? How much are you willing to put into it? Where's your
and how much useful do you want to be for yourself too? Do you also want to rely on a man the kind of man who cannot even take care of himself?
That cannot constantly pay and take care of him for the rest of your life. So it's your choice.
My God.
Yes.
Thanks guys for joining us today, and we really appreciate you guys on the show. And
awesome time.
It's really
next week we're going to be talking about types of women to avoid dating. So we're going to
the men alone, but now to the women. By next week Saturday, we'll be talking about the kind of women you should not even dabble into. And we really appreciate you guys for coming on the show every weekend. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks very much, guys. We love you.
Have a good one.
Bye.